Hello everyone, Surad here, and welcome to Let's Play Soul Blazer. This new headset is going to definitely take some getting used to. Anyway, it starts. And let's go ahead and erase that, because that was me getting used to the controls. A voice came from above. We are the blue-haired dude in the yellow and red Saiyan suit, I guess. Kinda reminds me of a Saiyan suit. Since you'll be able to speak with everything, you should have a name. Please choose a name for yourself. And I do believe the standard name will work, just as it worked for my test file. Well, interesting for some people, maybe. Go and save the world for everybody. And... okay, let's see if I can find... Nope, no options menu. We start with no weapon, no magic, and no armor. We have a dude that can walk in pretty much 4 directions, or if you're good, you can hold down the... I don't know if... yeah, the left or right shoulder button will allow you to kind of stand in place and strafe a little bit, which will be useful. But right now, the only thing we can do is walk over here to this blue tile as the red/orange/brown one up there pretty much just allows us to record our game. That's our only save spot. Let's go down here and see where we get teleported to. A place with a little goblin. We still have no way to defend ourselves, but luckily a treasure chest here. We just bump our knee into it and we get a sword. So, weapon, we now have the Sword of Life, the very lowest level sword, period. So with this, we can do that. We can hold it out in front of us and kind of strafe around. We can bring up the menu, bring up the other menu, or if we had it, we could use magic. We don't have it, so we can't use it. But for now, let's go deal with Goblin Dude here. And pick up the little glowing gold orbs that they drop. And now you've just seen the main mechanic of what you're going to be doing in the game. You are going to basically see those little layers which pop out a bunch of monsters. You kill all the monster in the lair, and it turns into this green glowing circle that once you walk on it, something will happen. Sometimes new life will sprout up. Sometimes new pathways will open. Sometimes more layers will open. Go figure. So anyway, we step on it and get an old man here, who used to live up in the sky just like we did. Now you're living on Earth away from the Master. All the creatures that have been captured by Death Toll are sealed away in monster lairs. Just as you have set me free, you must free everyone. I just said that. And the thing is, you can talk to the plants. So if you free a flower and you talk to it, there's a chance it'll have something interesting to say. We will free many flowers. And he finally gives us a spell. You can use all types magic. Not all types of magic, but all types magic. Special that. And the little glowing golden orb are gems. You see our gem counter up in the upper right there. Every time we cast a spell, it consumes some gems. If we die, it'll take away all our gems. So dying is bad. Of course. that's the only side effect of dying. You just kind of get resurrected back to the temple and you can go back and try again type thing, but you know. Okay, and there is the Soul of Magic. If I were to fire off the Flame Ball magic, which is the only one we have none of the other magics right now. If I were to fire that off, it would fire off just a straight line fireball. From whichever direction we are facing, it'll fire off in that direction from that little white glowing sphere there. So this is basically just the tutorial of the area. You get to learn about everything else as you go, but that's basically the general thing here. So let's go ahead and save. Yep. Don't want to stop now. So with that, we have unlocked a new area to teleport down to. This will kind of be a common theme. So now that we've gotten the pleasantries out of the way as far as how to start, this game, Soul Blazer, is, I wouldn't even call it a spiritual sequel to Actraiser, but it takes a lot of the ideas of demons locking away the souls of the people and all that, and you beat up the demons to free them. Takes that, you see the interface, or at least the graphical bit of the interface is pretty much the same. You have the same type of health meter there, you have levels, experience, and gems instead of population and such, and you have some limited magic and all that. So a lot of things are going to look a lot like Actraiser, fonts and such, and because this too is made by Enix, if you saw that, you know, at the very beginning of the video. And it was released 1 year after Actraiser, at least in North America. So the new area we have to explore, and we can go back at any time just by stepping there, but we have no use up there because we've just recently saved. And while we are in this little area, we do not have access to magic or weapons. But it is a big grassland with a river, waterfall and river there, that are kind of blocking off our progress. But we need to go find some things to fight, to kill. But before we get to do that, we hear a small voice. There are many creatures being held in the underground castle. If you can release those creatures, the village will be reconstructed. And he's not kidding about that. Basically, as we go in here, you will see it soon enough, but as we go in here and mess around, we will get some very similar things. So obviously you do not want to rush things if you do not have to, because there's no benefit to taking on extra monsters at once. Now that I've got that, let's see if I can get magic to fire off pretty soon. Yep, there we go. Even though I completely whiffed. Well, let's see. He's not coming anywhere near me. But we can still beat him up. We can't get his gems, which is going to be kind of sad, because we kind of want more gems to fire off more magic. But these are not bright enemies. They just kind of march towards you on the shortest route, which means you can, if you really want to, if I'd placed a little better, we would have had him stuck there and he wouldn't have been able to advance. But the little goblin-looking dudes there are the simplest ones around. But you see how this game is going to play out. Let's see what this frees up. released an old woman and her house. And there's a sigh coming from inside the house. Unfortunately, we don't get to be right up there, but we do regain a little bit of hit points for freeing one of the souls. And this little area is completely useless at the moment. It will become useful later, just not yet. But before we advance any further in here, these are now forever and always defeated. They will never come back. Since we've completely cleared out the little monster zones, since we've completely cleared out these layers, they are gone forever. So we can leave the area, come back, and they will be permanently gone. We will never have to clear them out again. You have anything new to say? No. So as we walk up here, here is the old woman that we just freed. So the chief disappeared along with all the other villagers, and she is lonely. Sure, we will be a surrogate kid. And this is a healing spot for us, basically. If we get badly beaten up in the underground, and we can get back upstairs, we can get back topside, we can come in here to heal. So this is a good thing. It's pretty much what they give you right off the bat, just to make things a little bit more tolerable, so to speak. But I think this will be a good breaking point, just because we've gotten the basics out of the way. So when we come back, we more fully explore the little underground lair area and see if we might be able to move on to the second part of it, beyond that little platform that we saw and we couldn't do anything with yet. So anyway, take care folks. I will see you all back next time for more.